this time in terms of zoning?
When the military was there, General Abacha, General Abdul Salami, they thought they were having problem from the Yoruba zone. After they have cowed down the Easterners through war, forgetting the Easterners and Westerners, they are Taiwo came. The Yoruba also through this man, Abiola, who later died. And there were a lot of serious agitation. And they now said, okay, so that the union can be kept. They went to the south and looked for General Obasanjo. That's from one military to another. Obasanjo used a resemblance of civilian era. And that's how we got this 1999 democracy to date. But the agitation we are talking about started when bad governance came. They started from Jonathan's time. The agitation was misruling, it was mismanaging the economy and so on. But they didn't talk about fundamental human rights being violated, which he was very mad about that. But because of insecurity, this same Boko Haram that was coming up and kidnapping of Chibok girls, they had the sympathy of the people. But by the time they came now, the whole thing scattered. The agitation started. Hungry started. And when you have hunger, and many people they felt concern that they are uncatered for. Automatically there must be agitation. Agitation is bound to be around. It is the government that should take care of the agitation. It is not you don't oppress them. When they are agitating, you listen to them. Put it inside the laws you are going to do. That's why many people are saying they are going outside the union. Even a family, when your children are fighting, one may be annoyed and they will go away. It is left for the father to come and gather them together. Sunday Igboho is not, to me, is not at fault, but his own method. The Yorubas generally, they are not happy because one tiny unit is lording it over them. The Igbos, the IPOB that are really worrying about Igbo freedom, you call the boy, talk to them. The South, when they were attacking oil, something, these people went there, talked to them, and the thing went down. It's not gun for gun. Gun for gun will always lead to separation in future. Let Nigerian government, Nigerian leaders listen to what is happening all over the world. Where there is gun for gun, where there is oppression, automatically the house will scatter. And a house that has divided against itself will never stand. It's the father of the house that we have to use his senses to bring his children together.
So are you in support of zoning?
There must be zoning.
Okay.
There must be zoning. When they gave it to the South, they gave it to General Obasanjo, and Obasanjo took it. They now said it's between South and North. And now that the North has finished its own, if they now want to start from the North again, they may sit down and work it out. But if they know that they want to respect that zoning as it is, they can now come to South. But if they say, okay, now that Yoruba, the South, they have gotten their own 8 years, we have finished our own 8 years, then you now say, okay, let's start our own. But what they are doing now, they are still counting that of Jonathan 6 years. So they have to resolve this thing. And God's so kind, PDP is zoning presidency to the North. Why the other people are looking for their own from the South, but automatically they will go to the North. Chairman INEC committee
Yes, Kabiru Gaya.
brought the idea of transmission. Later, because of party policy, he voted against. So automatically, INEC, NCC knows that constitutionally it has no power. It has never been the constitution. INEC is the major owner of the electoral activities, not any other person. When you have put transmission, whether it is through national, will INEC come from defeat to refer to the Senate or National Assembly that will not be there? Automatically, all of us will be on defeat. It's just a foolish idea that NCC will control, will tell us where there's service or not, when you can even go inside your village and send a text, and if it will go to America or anywhere in the world. So automatically INEC is in charge. Whatever method INEC wants to use, INEC said he has capability to transmit. Leave INEC alone. Constitutionally, if they go against that, it will be null and void. There's no constitution that we are an electoral law that we amend now that will go at variance with the constitution that will not fail. It will fail. Generally, this regime, the ministers and the chief executives are even more powerful than the villain. They do what they like. I'm telling you with all honesty, how many oversight functions have we not done? We have seen the whole thing. Forget about politics. This is Nigerian project. Many of these agencies or the leaders, you call them, they will not come. The highest they will do is to report to the leaders. And by the time you are not talking of Nigerian project, they introduce politics. And that is why you see the corruption that is so alarming. As regards what we are talking about, loan. If the loan we have been borrowing running to 40-something trillion now, for the part they inherited, it is on record that they inherited only 1.6 trillion from Jonathan. Today we are talking about 41 trillion. What did we do with the money? By now, Nigerians should be swimming in prosperity. Rather, we are swimming in poverty. We are seeing people dying anyhow. The question now is that how much are we owing that we are using almost 4-5 trillion to service in a year? Let them come out and tell us. These are the questions we wanted to ask. And we're not, nobody will ask, nobody will call you. Because there's a cartel there now that must talk. I'm telling you with all honesty, the cartel must talk. But those people who have opposing view and they are from the masses, they will never call you. And you know, majority carries the day. And that's why you see, when a decision like that is always coming up, you see the place almost empty. But when you talk, you just talk for nothing. But Nigerians are dying. They are worse for it. When we want to talk about loan here and there, we make it a Nigerian project. What we are going to borrow that our children will suffer for, we have to talk about it. For what purposes are we using it? There are some war projects that are meant for few states. And those few states, do they have 2S? What of other states? What have we borrowed the money for? Where are the results? You don't borrow money to go and eat. You don't borrow money for ordinary survival. You borrow money to repay it. We are paying interest. That is, we are servicing interest. When are we going to pay the principals? How much is the principal? That's the question we are asking. And nobody is going to tell us. So Nigerians should know that the little we can do is what we are doing. Whatever decision they are taking, it is Senate. Because the opposition will not be allowed. The only venue opposition can talk is to talk on either radio or television. That's what is happening. But at least enough of that borrowings. they should look inward into all the agencies that are collecting revenue. There are fraud there. There is corruption there. They are stealing a lot of money that will have been used to service the economy. We don't need to borrow money. There are a lot here. They are mentioning smuggling. I was even ashamed when I was alarmed when Controller General of Customs is still talking about smuggling. After 6 years of huge spending on anti-smuggling, that man should resign. Look at NPA. When that lady left the place, how much have they made since? In dollars and in pounds sterling. It's the same thing with Limesa. Many. It's the same thing to immigration. Immigration collects money on passports, it collects money on visas. Where is the money?
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.